Hey folks, how you doing? This is Yusufchowdhury from San Antonio, Texas. Okay, I'm doing a class right now. It's a live workshop, so I won't be able to engage with you guys, so sorry about that, but you can enjoy the class. Okay. All right. Oh man, all right, let's start this thing. Class on Twitter. Alright folks, thank you for coming today. I really appreciate it. I know the traffic is kind of crazy. So hopefully we're going to go ahead and cover most of the stuff. Let's finish this. Within an hour, right? You want to finish in 5 minutes? Right? Okay. Alright, so before we move forward, that's my personal cell phone number. So if you have any question, feel free to text me anytime. Even 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay? But at that time, I'm not going to answer your call. And if you want to connect with me in all those social channels, please do so in Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatnot. And that is my website. Now, before we move forward, how many of you already have a Twitter account? Raise your hand. Keep up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 3 of you don't have it. Excellent. We're going to teach them, okay? Now, for those that have the Twitter account, are you using it for personal or business?
Business.
Using it for business? For how long?
About 3 months.
3 months?
Business on and off.
For how long?
Couple years.
Couple of years. So that means, I'm assuming you're getting customer through that, right? No? Oh man, you hurt my feeling. Okay, we'll show you how to start getting customers right now. Okay. All right. I also want to remind you that the Twitter handle for the UTC SBDC is that one, for the Economic Development Center. So if you want to give them a shout out, feel free to do so during the class. I don't mind if you're on the phone. It's all normal these days. Kind of weird. Okay. So that is a UTSA SBDC, and that is my handle. And today's hashtag will be Twitter. That means if you learn something new and you want to tweet about it, use the hashtag Twitter. Okay? And please feel free to ask as many questions as you can. Just jump and ask any question if you don't understand, or if I talk too fast, or if I talk in a different language, just stop me, okay? So let's start with this. What is a Twitter? What is Twitter? For those that you've been using for a while, what is Twitter to you?
It's a social connecting site for promoting your brand or your friendship.
Okay, it's a social connecting site for promoting your brand or friendship. What else?
Information use.
It's for information use. Okay. And anybody else can think of anything else? What is Twitter to you? This is an average definition. I don't know if you've used it for years. What is Twitter for you?
Is that the one that only with 140 characters?
Yes.
140, okay.
Yes. It is a social media channel, that's true, but what is it?
Morse code for today.
It's a Morse code for today, right? Okay. So it is a social networking site like Facebook or any other social media sites out there. Okay. The only difference is that what I like about it, it only gives you the option of 140 characters. And this is kind of challenging because you have to be very creative to come with something very cool under 140 characters. Just like text messaging, And it's much easier, to be honest with you, than Facebook. Okay? So it is a very useful communication tool. And the whole premise in Twitter can be divided in 3 aspects. Okay? The first one is what? You can send a short message to a bunch of people publicly. So if you have a Twitter account and you just share a status or a tweet or a text, everyone that follows you can see it, and everyone that doesn't follow you, if they search for information, they can find your tweet. Okay, so your friends and everybody else can see that. The second thing is, you can engage with somebody publicly. Does that make sense? If I'm going to tweet John or Sarah or Malik, whoever, the rest of the world can see the conversation between me and that person. Okay? And the last one is, you can send a private message. That way, nobody else can see it. So that's how Twitter works. Either public for everyone, so everyone can see your newsfeed, your stories, or you're engaging with someone. For example, you read somebody's blog and you like it, and you send a tweet to them. Hey, thank you at whatever the Twitter handle is. I really appreciate reading your blog content. And if he sees it or she sees it, they respond back to you, and there's a conversation going on back and forth, and the rest of the world can see it, and if they want to jump the conversation, they can do that as well. Okay? That's it. Simply, that's how we define Twitter. So for those that don't have one, you just go ahead right now and set it up. Okay, just go to Twitter.com and sign up. All right? It's very easy to do that. Now, before we jump into Twitter, we also need to understand, when it comes to social media in general, we have to understand these 6 strategies, these six concepts. Because if you understand this concept, you can apply this on any social platform. It doesn't matter if it's a YouTube, if it's a Periscope, if it's Reddit, or if it's Stumble Upon. But the concept and the idea of these 6 strategies can apply anywhere. Is it 6? Yes, 6, yes. Can be applied anywhere, okay? The first thing is what? Provide valuable, fresh, engaging content consistently. Now, what the heck does that mean? What the heck does that mean, valuable, fresh, engaging? What is that? Price tag? At the grocery store?
It's happening right now.
Happening right now, right?
Thought-provoking.
Thought-provoking. Engaging means that somebody will reply to it, respond to it, right? Content. What is the content?
Whatever you have to say. Whatever you have to say.
What do you have to say? It could be in an audio format. It could be on an image format. It could be just a text, right? But it has to be consistent. That means if I'm an attorney, let's say a criminal law attorney, I can give legal advice, but I can give tips on how to get out of situations, right? So I can do like Monday tips, or Tuesday tips, or Wednesday, I don't know, crazy workout, right? And you have to do this constantly. You can't just, tweet once a week and expect miracle to happen. So you have to be consistent, and you have to make a decision how many times you're gonna tweet your messages, your blog posts, your blog link, your YouTube videos. Does that make sense?
So that consistent is like at least once a day, or?
It's up to you. It depends, because there's no such thing as how many times. It depends on your business. So if you're brand new, start once a day. See what happens. Okay? When you build enough followers, if you have like 1,000 followers, like real followers, then maybe 3-4 times a day. But initially, because remember, the news feed in Twitter changes so fast because they're like a bunch of small text, right? It changes so fast. So even if you tweet in the morning, it's all gone in a few seconds. So all your followers cannot see it. Does that make sense? You have to repeat it again. But if you're a beginner, if you have like 50 followers, 100 followers, stay nice to them, because sometimes when you give too much, it might cause an issue. Does that make sense? Because too many information. So you can start once a day and see what happens. If anybody reply to it, if anybody like it, they have a favorite button. If anybody respond to you, then it's good. If not, then just increase and see what happens. Okay, that's what I mean by consistency. But the content itself has to be not just engaging; it has to be awesome. Okay, it has to be awesome. If you're a plumber, what kind of content are you going to put? Does that make sense? What are you going to put there? What kind of material you need to buy? What kind of plumber you need to hire? What is the ins and outs of things? Like things the customer don't know that you know. Something like, okay, when somebody reads it, like, wow, this is awesome. Does that make sense? Because when it comes to marketing, right now, as a business, you have to heavily and constantly provide what I call it educational marketing. You always have to educate your target market. You have to show them how to, case studies, why, all this stuff, because once you provide those information, you become what to them? The expert. Right, you're absolutely correct. You become an expert to your target market, which means you don't have to convince them you're an expert, which is the beauty behind it. You just share information, you give so much value, automatically you become the expert. And when you become the expert, you become a person who they can trust you. And if they trust you, they can buy from you. Does that make sense? Okay. And use consistent call to action. So let's assume you tweet examples. I'm saying just hypothetically. Example, let's say you tweet every day, Monday to Friday. Maybe Thursday and Friday you should say something like, please retweet, or RT. RT stands for retweet. That means if somebody read your tweet, and if they like it, say, please retweet this message. Because you don't expect for people just because they click favorite or because they like a tweet, that doesn't mean they're going to retweet it. And retweet it considered like resharing it. Does that make sense? That's what retweet is. Eventually we're going to go and talk about the terminologies, okay? So you have to ask them sometime that if you agree with this, retweet it. Or if you agree with if you disagree, reply below. Give me your feedback. Give me your opinion. Start engaging back and forth. And be authentic. That means just be you. Don't speak like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Shakespeare. Okay? Don't write like you're hiring a PR company who write like a message like so freaking Time Magazine style. But just normal talk like you speak in the street.
So when you ask someone to retweet, what words, you know, I used to use Twitter a little bit and then gave up because Google dropped it, and then get back to it, and then Google drops it again, and then.
Don't worry, Google is one thing and Twitter is one thing, so stick to its own platform. You know. So what happened?
Do people know how to retweet?
Of course, those who use Twitter, they know.
Yeah, that's the question.
Right, of course, no, it's very easy. Just there's an arrow that says retweet. That's it. You click that and it retweets. Yes.
So, I mean, obviously you want to keep it positive, but like, for example, if you had a bad experience and you go and Yelp and write about it there, can you retweet what, okay, or can you tweet whatever you put on Yelp?
Yeah, you can do that.
You can do that.
But you see, you have to understand, Twitter, think of it too like a text messages. If you send somebody a text message on the phone, what kind of text are you going to send?
You kind of give it positive. You know?
Right? It can be negative too.
Yeah.
You know, right now, here's the thing. You know how back in the days, if you go to a restaurant and the food sucks, you're going to tell the owner, I'm going to call an attorney, I'm going to call a lawyer. That's like back in the old days, right?
Right.
Now it's changed. You don't have to say nothing. All you have to do is just pull up your phone, and you're going to say, I'm going to tweet. And that's it. They're all going to be like begging you not to tweet. Why? Because the whole world can see it. Because you can also take a picture and tweet that. And right now with Periscope, you can have the live streaming tweeted too, so people can watch live streaming through Twitter.
Now, I'd heard something, now with the campaigns, Donald Trump, now with, there was around the time when the live started, where, you know, Donald Trump is always tweeting, and apparently he had tweeted something, and then they said, well, he can't take it back, or, you know, unlike Instagram. I guess whatever you tweet is on there permanently, or can you take it down, or?
Well, what happens if you tweet, you can delete it.
Okay.
But what if somebody take a snapshot? Then you're screwed. All right?
Okay.
Yeah, people can take a snapshot real quick, especially from the phone. Everything is on the phone right now. They see the bad message, boom, take a snapshot, and they're going to retweet that message. And you're done.
Permanent, yeah.
You're done, yeah. You're really done. So that's why when you share something in Twitter, for the love of God, share something good, because when you die, someone's going to pray for you. Good prayers, not like, damn you for this stuff, right? You're going to suffer in your grave, damn you, Twitter, right? So, no, you have to be careful. I mean, you have to be very careful what you put out there, because especially Twitter travels so fast. I mean, do you guys remember with that young kid a couple years ago here in San Antonio was singing the national anthem? You guys remember that? 10 years old kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see all the haters on Twitter? They were just making fun of him and racist jokes.
Yeah.
Blowing so fast. You know? And people were like, what the heck? Yeah, it can go crazy. So, don't let it scare you, okay? It's all good. Alright, curate content from other sources. That means you can share other people's information. You can share other resources from another website, like, you know, Huffington Post or Mashable. Balance your content. What I mean by that, if you're in business of, let's say, as a chiropractor, as an attorney, or as a consultant, don't just talk about consulting all the time. Because this is social media, so something you have to put, like, you know, funny cats, okay? Make it just humanize it. Put something funny sometimes, something unrelated to the business. Not business all the time. It's like going to your friends and family's house, only talk about business all the time. They're gonna be fed up with you, right? So send it to social media. Try to balance your content. Maybe most of the time, tips, strategies, and a few times promotional, and a few times something has no relation to your business, okay? And always monitor, measure, and track your progress. So Twitter right now, because they have a Twitter advertising feature, you can also look at the Twitter analysis to see which tweets get the most, you know, click and whatnot, that kind of stuff. So monitor your activity, see what's happening. Is this working or is it not working, okay? Any question about the strategies on social media marketing in general? Is that all good? Does that make sense? Yes? No? Yes? No? Yes? Okay. All right, let's move forward. So what can you use Twitter for? For some of you, you said you're using for your business, right? So what do you do with it?
Promotion.
Like promotional things, right?
Promote the website.
Website? What about you? I know you've been using it for a long time. How did you use Twitter for your business?
Started messing with posting, and most of the time now, I use Twitter to see what my competition is up to, because they post occasionally.
I see. Good.
But other than that, I haven't really posted very much.
You're doing great by market researching your competitors, which was great, but you should like...
Most of my audience is over 65, so they're not using Twitter.
Are you sure? Because if you have a competitor exists, that means they have a customer base. Right? That means you've got the customer base. If they have a customer base, that means...
It will also help if I learn more about Twitter, because I really have dabbled with it.
Right.
But the instructions are kind of hokey in terms of exactly what you're supposed to do with
right.
it, the protocol.
Okay, what you can do, like if you have a video like for your awesome product, if you do like a 30-second video, if you do a blog post, I mean, you just tweet that with the hashtag, and that's how people find it. Because when you add the hashtag in the tweet, they search for it and they find your content, and that's how you get followers.
So how much searching are people doing on Twitter? They do a lot on Pinterest and they do a lot on Instagram.
Right.
Are they actually searching for hashtags on Twitter right now?
That's how hashtags become popular, because of Twitter. Because all the search is done there. I can go to Twitter, look for anything. Real estate agents do that too. Real estate people, what they do, they go to Twitter and look for selling homes. And they see regular customers saying, who wants to selling home right now? Who wants to buy my house now? Or hashtag selling home fast. They see all these consumers asking for help, and the people say, okay, I can help you.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
See?
Yeah. Wreck on I-10.
All right. So there you go. So we can use Twitter for a lot of things. Like you said, you can promote your brand. You can provide for customer support. Rackspace use Twitter for customer support. Did you know that? That's what they use for customer support. You can go to a Twitter Rackspace and ask a question, and they'll talk to fix some issues. If it's simple, they'll do it. If not, they'll tell you to call the number for something complicated. But they can use it for support, customer support. Radio stations.
So how would you know what the hashtag is?
Excellent question. We'll go there soon. There's a tool for that, okay? Excellent question. So, radio stations, they do that right nowadays. When they're live on the show, they say, use the hashtag or send us a tweet. Even the news cast, I mean, CNN, all the mainstream media, they have, you know, the broadcaster, what do they say? Or the news show, they say, you know, here's our Twitter handle, send us your questions in real time. Right? Radio station, TV station, they do that. In fact, if you notice right now, every TV show, most of the time, in every TV show, on the corner of the TV show, there's a hashtag name of the show. Like hashtag person of interest, hashtag Walking Dead, hashtag why do we have that? Why every TV show has a hashtag on the corner of the show?
Track the followers.
No, because people are engaging while they're watching. 75%, they're watching the show and they're like, oh, look at the scene, look what happened. Oh, you know, they're engaging. And based on that information, what does the producer do? Oh, this is information. Let's go ahead and start maybe, like for someone Walking Dead, what is the Asian dude when they thought he was killed? Oh, people are going crazy on social media. Like, is he alive? Is he dead? Is he alive? Hashtag he lives. So when the producer saw that, they tried to play a trick on us. Like they didn't put his name in the beginning of the show on purpose to keep people like all have high anxiety. So it's like a live connection going on with the audience and the producer. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, it happens in real time. You can interact with your customers. So if you have a restaurant or a food truck and you want to interact with the owner, you can interact in real time. I don't have to call you. I'm just going to send it to you. Hey, are you in this area around 10 p.m.? Sure, I'm right there. So the customer can interact directly with the owner of the business. Okay? You can also generate leads. If you use proper hashtag, the customer that is looking for your product and services, they will find you and they'll follow you. That's how you build the lead. And you can also create, I'm going to share some strategies on how to use Bitly and how to use different links to collect, name and email addresses, okay? You can create a buzz. Like for this event today, if you knew that this event was taking place, you could have sent a tweet, hey, check out this class tonight.